I named it. DMs and Dummies, a campaign for catastrophes. No, that's my life, dog. I named it something queer. This way comes. Gonna have to make this episode real gay. All right. Nope. No, when Sheila got axed, I was like, I really don't want to stick around because that job already kind of sucked. Ain't gonna lie. And it was like, if I can't even like get a good person or have some of the clout power that I had when Sheila was there, it's like, you know. And then also hearing about like the lady coming in and being a failed person from other cons, and it just being like, you know, them being like, you know, basically like, you guys were, it's like some of the stuff I heard was like, you guys are being too kind to the guest artists. You need to be more like, you know, authoritarian or like, you know, rigid. And then they were going to take away, like last year we got free parking. They were going to take that away. We were supposed to get free lunches this year, but they got that taken away. So it just, oh, I had to pay to park the last few years. Last year was the only year that, well, to be fair, Megan would drop me off, but I mean, yeah, I was making minimal. Like, I think the most I ever made was 250. I was doing it just for the experience or whatever and hanging out and then getting into the con for free. But yeah, I was like, I don't even care. Like, I don't have any money for vendors this year anyways. So I was like, this just seems like way more stress and work than it's worth it. Plus, we have a ton of events that weekend or whatever, because it's not on Memorial Day weekend anymore. It's next weekend. That was another weird thing they did, is they pushed it back. So, well, yeah, and I don't know anybody anymore that is there. All of management left. All of like all my managers are gone. They basically canned them all. I don't know if they actually fired them or if they quit in protest to Sheila or like what happened, but essentially it's all of her people now, the new girl. And so it's just like none of this sounds fun. So I said it's not worth it. I hope it goes great. I hope everybody has a good time. I have high doubt, but you know, I've been wrong and right before, so yeah, I'd definitely be interested. Definitely would be interested. But all right. Meg will be in just a second. Let's go ahead and let's roll for recap. And I got Simon. You broke the witch-like curse. Yes. So with that, last we left off, you guys had just recruited Nora to add to your party, and you guys had deduced that the fountain in the middle of Quandrix, which is the campus for like, it's kind of like the STEM campus, right? Like it's like very numbers and sacred geometry and like, you know, architectural, yes, the nerd of the nerds there. And so there's a beautiful fountain there. So Nora suggested that might be where the next clue lies. So you guys can decide whether or not you want to head there or head somewhere else, or if there's anything you want to interlude along the way. Oh, yes. 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 I'm gonna have to get you the spell Tiny Hut. Perfect. So Mordecai, you're gonna head to the swamp. Perfect. What's everybody's passive perception? Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. You got a 12? So if you rolled higher than a 12, you saw Mordecai leave, whether or not you care. If you got under that, you did not clock Mordecai leaving. Perfect. So before we go to Quandrix, I'm actually going to resolve Mordecai's sojourn. You head to the edge of the swamp, and you see that George is waiting for you there. Xander and Grayson have gone off deep within. And George kind of, you know, tugs at your pant leg to try and like get you to go in the direction that they entered in. Go ahead and roll one more stealth check for me. Things have died down a little bit. Like, it's not as, like, you know. It's definitely... Oh, perfect. It's definitely patrolled, you know, like, that hasn't gone away. But, you know, much like security does over time, it laxes a little bit. And technically, this is still on school campus and grounds, right? It's not like this is outside of, you know, the school's campus. Like, this is used very extensively for research and, you know, binomes and, you know, Witherbloom activities and things like that. You know, much like a school has a marine biologist center that's probably located near a beach or a dock, you know, that's considered part of its campus. So, so with 21, you are able to sneak through and you come into a clearing. And this is a different part of the swamp than you've been in before. It's not anywhere near the cabin that, you know, was used to transport to the cult. And you see that Xander and Grayson have come to this clearing. And they begin to mark the ground with different symbols. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. You never have seen this symbol before. Like, this is not a teleportation symbol. Like, you familiarized yourself with that. What it is you get the impression that it's some kind of communication. It's some kind of for lack of a better term, like phone or sending or message kind of a symbol. It's going to take Grayson and Xander a few minutes to create this symbol. Are you going to sit and watch, or is there something else that you would like to do? You see as they finish the ritual, suddenly it begins to glow bright green. And almost as if light emanating from it and heat, suddenly it erupts into these green flames. And from these green flames, you see the outline of a mask. There's no distinct facial features. There's no kind of delineation. It looks like a helmet almost of some kind. It's a full face covering. And the flames almost dance around to make this symbol, or to make this image. And finish this image. And the voice begins to speak and say, my faithful servants. Any updates on the acquisition of the Philosopher's Stone? Give me an insight check. You do recognize this voice. It is the voice of many a times the dreams that you have been listening to. You get the impression that this is the leader of the cult. No, sire, we have not been able to locate, this is Grayson speaking, the Philosopher's Stone. We are diligently at work. He leans over, and you can see that while there's no facial features, the head kind of shifts and turns to Xander. Have you been successful in courting? Xander looks and says, I believe that we're making good progress. However, I fear that there might be a wrench in our plans. What do you mean, a wrench in your plans? One of the other candidates has started expressing interest in me. And I'm uncertain if this will complicate the courting process. Mordecai, give me another perception check this time. Oh my gosh, Megan, this is a massive sander.
I'm so sorry.
That was just it.
For a second, As you're staring at Xander and Grayson, the light catches their eyes in a way that almost makes you feel like they change shape. Almost as if like their facial features change and dance. Only for a second though. You're unsure if you can make a determination between those things. For a minute now, we have been. He turns and says, I will do my best to not let this be a distraction, but she is a member of... LOL. She is a close confidant of Raylan Morbius and Morkai Promise. As well as Kokomi. I don't know what Kokomi's last name is, but he said it in that moment too. Very interesting. LOL. Interesting. See where that leads, Xander. Yes, my lord. The day will soon be at hand. The Blood Lord will rise again. And as they say that, they both kind of take their chests and throw their hearts out to the crowd. That was a good joke, and it was lost. Make a history check. You have never heard this voice other than in your dreams. Yes, they are taking the time to get rid of the evidence of the ritual circle they've just cast. But other than that, you would have to get closer to it to do an investigation check. Is this just dually cam now? Like, I don't understand what's happening. I think you've got the background suppression, yeah.
All right. Is there anything else, Morkai, that you would like to do? Okay, we will resolve that after this. The rest of you head to Quandrix campus, minus Tony. You guys find a very beautiful fountain there. And inside the fountain, you find that they are 4 distinct corners that have a green, a red, a blue, and a yellow light emanating from them, almost like these orbs of light. And around the fountain, you see that there is a red, a green, a blue, and a yellow symbols on the fountain. As you sit there, you see that the lights begin flashing. Oh, I think this is where... This is Nora speaking. This is where the note says to take us. Nora...
She's obviously smart enough to be in our class.
I'll go scan there. You know, and she says this as like she's walking away, and it's like kind of almost a yell. I think it's really cool that you guys, you know, let me come hang out with your group. Like, I'm just, you know, you're really smart too, Coco. No, I'm not like jealous. I just think you're so pretty and perfect. I just think that, you know.
Why did we stand all the way over here? Like, we could have gotten closer.
As she goes and stands in front of the red rune, you see that the light starts to emanate. And you see it dances from red to green to blue to red. The runes are on the outside of the fountain. But they're like a good like 20 feet space between each other. So she like does a little jog to run over to the green one. I think it would be more efficient if like we all stood in front of a color. Sorry. She jogs over and presses the blue one. Okay. As you do, all the lights flash and it blinks. Bum, bum, bum. You see that the lights flash again. Red, blue, green, red.
Press the red one again. I'll press the red one. Nora, which one are you at?
I'm at the green one.
Josie will go to the blue one.
She sits there and she looks and doesn't know who to listen to. It was wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. Good. You guys do the pattern this time. You then see that it flashes. Yellow, red, green, blue, yellow. I need each of you that are standing at a rune to give me a performance check.
I want to see you in performance. No, we're just on the bench, dude.
What am I performing?
We're going to watch this.
It could be intelligence too if you'd rather, but I don't think that would be a good skill for you.
I like how the two charismatic people are the ones not doing performance. It's like, no.
Can I get Nina? Can I get her to say?
Yeah.
I got a 14.
You're just like, today we break your long cycle of being bad at things.
Nora.
Not Nina, I'm sorry.
Nora.
Nora and Wu. She didn't even need your guidance. She got a nat 20. But for shits and giggles, she got a 22. Okay. You guys complete the puzzle, and suddenly all the lights flash to a white. And over at the center of the fountain, you see a pedestal rises up with another envelope with the circular wax seal with a droplet in the center.
Can't offer to like save it.
Oh. I can find out.
As you open the letter, you see that it reads, "Congratulations on solving the puzzles and riddles. To complete the grade of the class, please meet at the Old Prismari Theater, and you shall receive a reward."
By something probably
Josie, make a perception or insight check for me. There's only one envelope on the pedestal. It's the one you have in your hand.
Is Theo in the class? Or is he the closer? Who's in the class that's with her? Okay. In Cordelia's head, I'll just say there's only one envelope. What do you want to do here?
Part of me is like, okay, I see logic. I'm like, think, try, and there, winner. But then there's the part of me that's committed for you.
There's two groups here, and I got one envelope. I don't know if they get like. We're not. We're not sending one of those poor girls there to die.
You can be in the class.
I mean, yeah, I'm not in this class. Just being nice. Okay, I'll tell you the same conundrum as well. Hey, what do you want to do?
Here's my thought. I'm actually okay with that. I'm not smart enough to regret this decision.
Not wise enough to regret posing this question.
I don't know. No, I guess if it's between us and another person, at least we have like the. I don't want to say split because it's the wrong person for that.
What are Mina and Nora doing right now? I mean,
Megan made me the biggest BLT sandwich. Hold on.
I'm so sorry. I should have fed you earlier.
Me and this one would be
Gotcha.
Nora standing at green. You are heading to Prismari campus. Would you like to stop at Tony's first? Are you bringing Nora with you? Sure. You all head over to Tony's apartment. As you knock on the door, you see that there is 3 blinking red lights pointed right at the doormat above her. Or above her doorway, excuse me. You hear from an intercom system. You see the blinking red lights turn, and you get the hearing of a servo, and you just feel like it's zooming in on Nora's face. Well, no, I mean, I'm not no one. My name's Noran Wu. I've got a crossword puzzle. Okay. Okay. Count down or count up or like count? Okay. She's standing in the corner. You hear 1, 106, 2, 105, 3, 104.
Can I summon Pidgey?
Yeah.
I'm gonna summon Pidgey again, and I'm gonna walk over to Nora. Like, hey, this is my friend. His name is Pidgey. He's really fun to talk to. You can stay here with him if you want.
Okay. Hi, little Pidgey.
Pidgey, be nice.
The fuck, I'm always nice.
Hey, no back talk.
Get out of here. Gonna teach you how to make a good gazpacho is what I'm gonna do.
I'm walking here.
The fuck is that? The Sunday Times? A 10-letter word for when someone's a bitch. So did I. I don't have a word. All right. Tony, she's out of the picture. You hear 6 different clicks. As the door slowly opens. You all stepped into the box, and you guys are all like shoulder to shoulder, like in each other's faces.
Josie is only 3 feet tall. She's not comfortable.
All right.
Tony. Does anyone speak Abyssal? Mm-hmm. Other elemental planes of existence. You are in the Scholar Council. It's the officers' election that's happening next. Coco, go ahead and give me a insider history. You guys see Theo now uncovers the pregnant belly shirt that he's had on the whole time with the books inside.
Theo, you know you can check those out. I work there. I can help you get a library card.
Ian,
mean, in Theo's defense, it's a college library. It happens a lot.
As a actual side note, I still have a book from EA that I accidentally stole from their library. Yeah, they won't release my transcripts right now. What are they gonna do? That program's dead. Ian has 2 degrees from that institution. We were playing. Hey, I was playing Halo on his bed, and I looked up and I was like, "Medical communications." Somebody did a little typo. But what's fun is that, yeah, it's legit though. It's like the same paper, the same formatting, everything. Oh, Eastern Arizona, guys. What did you roll, Coco, on your...
I rolled a 14.
You've heard a rumor that Aurora and Lorraine have moved in together. Something queer this way comes. How much of the details are you going to give them, Simon? He finishes and relays this information to you. That Xander and Tony are working for the cult, and that, or not Tony, sorry, that Xander and Grayson are working for the cult, and as well that it seems like Xander is tasked with courting someone, but based on the conversation, you aren't convinced that Tony is supposed to be the one that he's courting. And then you also get that Grayson has been looking for the Philosopher's Stone because that's what the cult is in need of. He was talking to Ray, though. Yes.
Devin, how does Tony respond to that? So when he was talking about Raylo, Mordecai, and now Coco, it's because you get the feeling that they've been trying to target is the wrong word, but like it kind of means they are targeting these individuals to either recruit or be friends with. That's the impression of the conversation that you get. Coco is the new name. Like before, when Raylo and Mordecai sent their things in, Raylo and Mordecai's names were scribbled in a book. This is the first time that you're hearing a reference to Coco's name now being put on that list. Yes. It was the night that you and Raylo sent your familiars into the cultist house. Xander and Grayson's names were also written in that book. Hey guys, what if I join this religion just for fun? Just to see. I'll be a double agent. Becomes a Republican. Coco's sitting there drinking blood. I have the right to bear arms. Coco gorging themselves. No taxation. Taxation is theft. Yeah, well, the party was anti-tyranny, and look how well that's turned out. All right, I'll calm down. Listen, I was born in it, molded by it, raised in it. Devin knows exactly. You know, I knew that this is what I believed in because there was so many opportunities to turn me to the other side, let me tell you. All right.
She's an intern to your group, yeah. Theo's there. Oh, 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 oh.
Casting less restoration. Like, this is good.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before we'll see if Theo comes back? A Oh, you're talking about the secret recordings? Okay, you've gone through. You have 58 microphones. So how about I do this? How about you give me a perception check with advantage? Nat 20. So you no, nobody else do that line dance. Eat it. No? Okay. No, this is Mormonism. This is EFY. All right. So you have poured through hours of footage, and to be honest with you, 90% of it is just, you know, her doing regular teacher stuff. Like, she's like super boring. Also, you get the impression that if this is like a body snatcher situation or whatever, their life must suck because they're going through all of the work of like doing the teaching aspect of it, right? The only thing that you found interesting is you have recordings between Xander and Sharpbeak. And it seems like Xander in those conversations is instructing Sharpbeak into different activities throughout the week. There's nothing on the surface level that indicates, like, if you were to take this in front of the school board and be like, aha, there's nothing in there that would be like, you know, and then we're going to unleash the mage hunters, or then we're going to kidnap the students and suck their blood. Like, there's nothing like that. But what there is that you find fascinating is that Xander will come in and be like, all right, tell me what your schedule is this week. Yes, I think you should do that. I think you should move this to there. You should, like, in a way that typically in a TA-teacher relationship, even like the most dysfunctional professors with like the most like TAs that run the show or whatever, it's almost as if Sharpbeak is being given orders from Xander. You know, like she has to check in with him. Like, it's almost like a handler situation. Don't feel unsafe. Everything in this game is about your choices. With that, you're going to head to the old Prismari Theater. And then you're gonna put in a little bit of garlic, and then no, more garlic. Listen, if you think there's enough garlic, there's never enough garlic, okay? Grandma Pidgey used to say, if I can't cry when I smell this, there's too much garlic. You guys listen, and that doesn't make any logical sense to you, so...
Picturing a bit of a ratatouille.
I thought him when he was an egg. I don't know who Grandma Pidgey is. I don't know where he put any of this.
Are you Grandma Pidgey? Do you say things about that?
I don't cook. I will thank Pidgey and send him on his way.
I'd go with, whatever you want, babe.
Oh, put on my head. Not at all. Like reach up and stretch his head. He's like a son to me, but also I don't know. Talks too much, but I love him. The few friends I had, so we're gonna separate.
Hey, you got big ants. Somebody's been eating the Wheaties. Watch what you say.
I'll take it back. Talks about this. You gotta be nicer.
Hey, I was being nice. I said he ate his Wheaties. What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, hey Pidgey, why don't you go back to the room? We'll see you later. I'll bring you some berries.
Okay. Hey, I'm flying here.
It's fun. Stressful, but fun.
Hey, I ain't no Pokemains either.
I was young when I found him. Pidgey just seemed like a natural name for me.
All right. As you guys head to the old theater, and who's a Prismari student? Tony, are you coming with them? Give me a history check with advantage.
You don't remember what. Yeah, but like for some reason you felt like there's something weird about the old theater and like why nobody goes there. Worse, they put on terrible plays. Just kidding. Coco, I thought. Nothing. As you guys enter the campus, you enter in through the lobby of the theater. You can tell that this place is like really old and kind of abandoned. You know, like there isn't a lot of people here. In fact, there's nobody here. Everybody give me a perception or a investigation check.
Oh, that's cute. So, well.
Yep. You all see who got the highest roll? What did you roll? 17? There's cobwebs and dust everywhere. There's like some broken like light fixtures. There's like, you know, this is all in the lobby. You see that there is doors that lead kind of into what you assume would be like the main theater. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. You pass through the door. And as you enter the theater, you see that everything seems to be broken inside. All the benches are torn apart. All of the walls are covered in blood. And as you look down onto the stage, you see 4 creatures feasting on students' bodies. You see in the center is your professor dead. Not Sharpbeak, Veralda Lang. The defense against the dark arts teacher.
Okay, telepathically, I'm gonna let whoever's closest to the door know what I'm seeing, and I'm gonna try to sneak around the back of them.
Jason, as far as the layout of the theater goes, are there any, like a second story, mezzanine, any views inside or the
This is a small little, almost, it's a proscenium style, but it's like a small little black box theater. If Tony had rolled a better history check, she would have known that they built a brand new theater and that this has been left to be run down because it was too small. Josie, go ahead and give me a history or insight check.
You said history or what?
History or insight.
21.
You, through extra research, recognize non-nat?
No.
Okay. You recognize these creatures as blood spawn.
Oh. They're blood spawn? I don't think
Yeah, go ahead and give me history or insight with advantage. Insight. Yes. You know that blood spawn feeds on blood.
Oh, I need to know.
I know those things eat blood. They think it's the other.
Yeah.
There is.
Gotta be better than me here.
You'll have to get back there first, but yes. Give me a second. Let me pull up their character sheet. They are not undead. They are a medium monstrosity. They're a monstrosity. A medium monstrosity. Yes, as an oath. Yes, you do have smites as an oathbreaker.
Otherwise, it's like, what's the point of being a Oathbreaker, but like a paladin? You know what I mean?
Is it just or there's like for any of the people alive?
You don't know based off of that are dead. You would have to make another perception check.
I'll try.
Yeah, give me a perception check. You would need the hit points to be lower than your roll to cast sleep. Yes, their hit points, whatever you roll, in order for them to sleep, it has to be, their hit points have to be lower than whatever it is you roll. So if you rolled a 40 and they have 58 hit points, you can't put them to sleep. But if you rolled a 40 and they had 20 hit points, then they would be able to sleep. I'm not saying you can't try that. I'm just saying you haven't engaged in combat with them, so you're unaware of like how much health they have to do that. So you notice, wow. Yeah, I'll say you can relay this. You notice two of the other students from the Defense Against the Dark Arts class. And the third body is Veralda Lang's.
All right. So we want to kind of try to split up, get in. If you're good.
They're not fiends, they're monstrosities. Bloodspawn.
If there's any clues,
I need everyone to give me a perception check, except for Josie. Sorry, you rolled a natural 20. What else did people roll? You hear chanting coming from backstage, and you hear chanting coming from outside, like they're coming inside. In this moment.
I have to drop invisibility. I have to.
You sound like the cult is coming from behind you. You are being entrapped.
Yeah, I'm gonna run towards them. I know. I'm gonna run towards them and like tell me to go this way and cast Mass Water Street will drop invisibility. So we can find somewhere to hide. Like under the seats or something.
I just really need to point out
I wish I could show you. Oh, I could guess I could download it. Well, I don't want you to see that. Here, give me a second. No, I want you to see. You won't be able to see this. Hold on. This is what it's supposed to look like. Yeah. But these guys were the closest thing that the community mod support had. That wasn't a worm. So technically, they don't have like swords and axes. They technically are just biting you with their like mouths and stuff like that. But
Two questions. How many land you started? How many people are approaching us? Like, gathering on us, and those two continue.
give me a perception check. And then I need everyone to make a group stealth check. And then you have one action before we have to go into initiative.
Everybody has plus 10 to their stealth.
You suspect that there is. You suspect that there is 4 cultists coming from outside. They're just hoods. Yeah. Did anyone roll below a 15? Theo, what'd you get? You guys can hide wherever you would like.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna hide. I want to sit down. I don't.
Okay. Cordelia and Theo, where are you? Okay. Okay. You guys watch as 4 cultists enter the room. These monstrosities are all like feeding on these dead bodies, draining the bodies of any blood. And with that, you see the cult walk in. They begin, as they chant, to stand around the stage. And you notice that the blood spawn begin to glow. as they begin chanting.
I think this is another accurate situation.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
God damn it.
I got a 10.
Treat out my knife. Another snack. Be like me lately.
I got a 19. I got a 6.
You gonna have Raylo come in to save you? All right. Anybody got a 20 to 25? Oh, now I remember why I don't like combat. I gotta roll for each of these guys.
I am not fighting.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, God. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need 2 more. Don't worry, I'll use the dice that you gave me.
Right? Thank you.
What did Megan say?
Tentacle threatening.
One of them rolled a nat 1, guys. Don't worry. All right. $20 to 25. Cultist 1. Okay, 15 to 20.
I got a 19.
10 to 15.
I got a 10. Oh, wait. I had a 16. Sorry.
You have 16? Okay. Okay, you got 11. Who did? Nobody?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry.
Zero to 10 or 5 to 10? Yeah, I got you. And then 0 to 5.
Y'all are giving Dakin FOMO. He's gonna join.
He 100% the second he heard Hawkeye.
No, he literally just messaged me and said, I'm going to join.
I think the sequels are as good. The first one is better than the first one. But, that's your usual.
Yeah, very rarely get better.
All right.
Speaking of, anyone watch Fear Street from Vegan? I haven't yet. And unfortunately, very much so. I takes so much and on it. It has different Jordan readers.
I never played 1966, but I like the other two.
Sinners comes to HBO Max. Sinners. I know. I'm excited. I hear it's so good.
It's so good. Definitely not we're talking about it.
There's a musical number and everything. Movie musicals. It's supposed to be based off of old African play, or not African, but it was written during the era, during the jazz prohibition era, like by a famous London playwright or whatever. Like apparently the director took like 2 or 3 different plays from this author and like made it into one story. So, all right. All right, we'll let Dakin roll when he gets here. Everyone else, the first cultist is up. He is going to make a roll. You see that he begins to glow. Yep. Up next is Mordecai.
Well,
Both of those. Go ahead and roll to hit for both of them. Perfect. So go ahead and you're going to crit on one of them. And then the other one, you're going to roll regular damage. So roll.
I'm going to start with the regular.
That's your regular attack?
Well, it does. Oh, sorry. It also has every align 100 people and 5 feet less of damage. Each creature in the line was made with dexterity saving throw. And if not, they take 8d6 damage.
Okay. So if you're going to hit this guy, you're going to get nothing. If you hit this guy, you're going to target all of these guys here. Okay. Do you still want to use Twin Spell? Okay. So I will let you do... I will let you crit on this roll if you want, because you rolled that crit. Okay. Or I'll let you keep the damage that you have. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 5 guys plus this guy. Okay. Welcome, Dakin. All right. Fail, 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 fail. Success. The cultists succeeded, the rest of them all failed. Okay. Hold that in your head for a second, because I got to do a lot of math. Okay. You said 31 for the blood spawn, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And then how many for the one that succeeded, the cultist? He's dead. All right. Anything else this round? Dakin, go ahead and roll a initiative roll. Okay. Up next is Coco. You look, Coco, too, as a lightning just shoots, almost hitting you and Theo. Gift alacrity? Yes. $12? Okay. Is that with Gift of Alacrity or without Gift of Alacrity? Okay. $15? Okay. One other thing, Raylo. Everybody's hidden around the theater. Where would you like to hide? Do I need to share it with Discord? Yeah. Okay. Kind of am. This is my virtual cam right now. Where in the theater would you like to hide? Yes, they had that. I'm going to give you the same thing they did because they... Okay, I'm going to put you...
Right now, the only person they know is here.
Okay. All right. Coco, you are up.
We're on the stage. It's giving theatrics. We have lightning. Coco is gonna come out from the curtain and do demon angel transformation. You may notice some extra like it's not actual blood, but it's like giving the illusion of blood. Stuff like that. Maybe like
As you see this and as you turn into this creature, you notice that all of the spawn turn towards you.
I actually want to get like in within 10 feet.
Yep.
They must succeed on a charisma saving
So it would be these three guys right here. 1, 2, 3 would be the closest you could get. Okay. Charisma saving throw, you say? A 17. So what's your charisma modifier? So it'd be +6 for charisma. You can only go up to a +4. Yeah. Okay, so 3, and then your proficiency is 3. Okay. Okay, so 6 +6. So it'd be 8 + 6, so 14. So they have to succeed 14 or higher. 1 nat 20, 1 17, and 1 12. Okay. Okay, which creature do you want to target? Okay. Okay. What is the gift, the blood maledict that you took? Okay. So until the end of the next turn, any charisma checks are made at an advantage to the creature. I thought you took bloated agony.
I originally thought that, and then he said this one, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that, and then I was like, no, that's
Anxious or the... Okay. All right. That's okay. So, with that, Coco, is there anything else you want to do that turn? Yes. Perfect. Up next, Raylo. Yeah, you can go through these as curtains, I'll say. We all know a curtain is just a suggestion. Okay. Ooh, fireball. Is it 15 feet? Is that what it is? $20 feet? Yeah, you can hit all of the blood spawn, this cultist, and this cultist. So go ahead and roll damage. Do they need to make any saving throws? Okay. Hold on just a second. Fireball. All right, what's the DC they have to beat? Two succeed, the rest all fail. I'll say the two cultists succeed. Okay. Everyone's dead but one blood spawn and one cultist. So.
Now, question. This stage is made of
Oh yeah, it catches on fire. Everybody on the stage is now gonna have to move or start taking the burning condition. I'm so sorry for what I just did, Megan. Oh, I just ripped some badass. All right. Up next is Megan. 5 feet. Where do you want to? You can go literally anywhere. This is a small theater, buff. Gets onto the grass. Perfect. What is he got to make? A charisma saving throw? Or a constitution? Wisdom. He fails.
He is held. Perfect. Up next is Theo.
Go ahead. I'm gonna, first time I get to use this, so I'm doing it anyway. I'm using a charge of Giant's Might. Location makes me actual large size. And in this situation, advantage on strength checks and make sure he saves some attacks. Just gonna
Go ahead and hit him. Roll to hit.
42.
Perfect. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You see this blood splatter as he explodes. You are covered in blood. Up next is the cultist who can't do anything because he's held. So Tony.
I don't know if
He wouldn't get a save on his first turn.
at the end of each.
Yeah, just the cultist, and he's being held. So you will have advantage and an auto crit
At the end of each.
at the end of each of its turns.
The target.
He fails again. You guys. Oh, what? Are you still a Xander? I made a Xander mini. And by I stole one online. Okay. 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 What is your spell save DC? Okay, he fails. Okay.
That's always left her behind.
She's just at the back. Looking. Become a bloody Theo double in size, and an unknown man sliced through the curtains and blow everybody up.
Yes. My liege, you can see that he's still frozen. I was here to complete the ritual sacrifice as you instructed. We were about to when we were attacked by your friends.
God, the horror.
Where's the problem?
Do it. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Plus, if he knows Andy, he's got some very.
I would like maybe looking or maybe looking just like
I think we got like 6 in here.
A 73? Oh. I was like, I don't know how your method. He believes the lie. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, remind me what dominate person does. I know I gave it to you, but
yes, saving throw.
this guy's just getting fucked with. He fails.
Perfect. Basically, you are charged and have to command the issue to you.
Okay. What's the command you're gonna give him? The ritual was designed to sacrifice and bring forth more blood spawn. So that we may start to amass our armies of blood spawn. Sacrifice and incantation. It is in. He says it's in the book. Yep. You have like 5 copies. They are the lieutenants of the almighty Auric.
And do you know who the like main the silver tongues in that region?
Extisna, Auric Overlord, prophet of the Blood Avatar. He says Exodus Nar. What'd you say? Oh no! I needed that one explained to me.
Sorry.
Just I believe that's Victorian. So the accent based and
I think when he said Victoria, I think he was referring to Victoria, Australia. You know, the land of his birth. Extus Nar is the leader of the Auric, which you already know what the Auric is. That's the name of the cult. And he has referred to Xander and Grayson as the first and second lieutenants. You've only seen it as a word. Anagram? Where if you re-scramble the words, they make another word? Acronym is where it stands. Yes, you saw ORIQ. That is correct. It was not Yes, there's no dots in between it though. So erase that from your mind, but they are all capital in just one word. Yes. But you are correct about everything else that you just stated. That was the word that you saw. I can't unhear it now. Master, will you sacrifice me? Xander.
I would really like for him to explain to the authorities why this happened.
Do it, Master.
Do it. Okay, good to know. Do it, master. Do it for me, please.
Are you gonna do what this guy says? Yeah.
He collapses to the ground.
I cast Gust of Wind and just put the fire out.
Suddenly, the stage stops its fire. You have an R ripped into the back of the site, partially blackened and charred stage. Blood everywhere. The corpse of your teacher.
The teacher from the class that you guys are going to scout for. She got murdered.
More like quarrel in this case. Verelda Lang is her name. Yeah. Eaten and feast upon by the blood spawn. That you do not know. You guys walked in after she was already dead. I need everyone to give me a perception check. Perception.
28.
Josie, Nora is nowhere to be seen. That was definitely a milady. Methinks that these Tostino's pizza rolls.
Nora's gone.
Honestly, I'm being brutally honest, I couldn't care less right now. Let's go out and let's go confront Sharpie.
No, I can take out freshman Laura from the lineup.
Why didn't we ask the kid about Sharpie?
Just dreaming about being centralized.
Is this heaven?
That's what I think I said somewhere, but that's what I meant to ask about Sharpie. That makes a lot of sense.
What's the plan here, guys? Are you guys leaving? Are you guys gonna go immediately talk to Sharpbeak? Sharpbeak is nowhere near this place.
Well, I guess I was literally assuming that
someone about this because it will be traced back to us. And looks at the R. That's
Josie said that's as in the corner probably a little ambush.
how long is Theo been?
Oh, that's so much.
He was one of them.
No, she was dean of
Oh, of my
Witherbloom.
campus. Got it.
There you go.
I mean, if you guys want to go and sit tight, you're fine.
Mordecai, you walk out to the stoop of theater, and it's silent. There's not a soul in sight. Yeah. The old theater campus is kind of a ways away from the campus. It wouldn't be completely out of the norm for there not to be people here. But in terms of if you were trying to see if more cultists were outside or if Sharpbeak was present, you don't see anything. You guys can keep asking me questions, but I do have to go to the bathroom, but I will keep my headphones on. I too can read any language, but not comprehend them.
There's something going on with this lighting last year.
I don't know. That's up to you. Okay, then yeah, you can fill them in.
Is that Macy? Great girl.
He's 160. Oh, goodbye.
Oh, Meg.
Oh shit. Damn it. They eat this like
Okay, both of you. Out, out, out. Molly was going into it, and then I heard Macy barking, like, get out of my face, and I looked down.
Yeah, I didn't know it was there.
They knocked over the treat container, and this thing's like massive.
I just opened this.
And half of it's gone because they were sitting there working like Lady in the Tramp style. And then the cat got too close to the dog, and the dog was like back off. Like, and I look over, and they're just like,
Monica's gonna be so upset. No.
I'm gonna show you
I
how big
need
it
to pick
is.
up all the trees.
This was full 10 minutes ago.
Your dog doesn't like you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, if you play it, You gonna play it for Raylo? Raylo, you hear them discussing how they are going to infiltrate. So, on the one hand, Grayson is talking about how he is utilizing the paper to try and help bolster Xander's campaign. Xander is talking about how he's really disgusted that he has to court this girl that he thinks is ugly and terrible, and how he'd much rather be with Tony. The name is not mentioned. Whoever this guy is. Yeah, make an insight check. That's literally what this is. You felt, Raylo, that he was being earnest. Maybe this cult stuff isn't necessarily like the only thing. Maybe there was a promise made by the Blood Lord or by the Keep, you know what I'm saying? But you don't feel like that part was what he was lying, if anything. You felt like he may have been withholding truth, but you do not feel like anything he said in that conversation was deceptive. Now, that doesn't mean that it wasn't deceptive. It just, that's the impression that your character received from it. Yes. You aren't sure. There's more to this story. Definitely. Now, Mordecai also shared with you that for a split second, he felt like he saw both of their forms change. Give me an insight check, Mordecai. When you were looking through the yearbook with that photo of Godfrey, you didn't see a picture of Grayson in there. But Godfrey lines up pretty close to the same timeline that Grayson is talking about. Nice.
We also don't know if you need a deal for the record.
He could just
This is all speculation.
Remember that Pollywog that was also body snatching people? Like he was that other kid in freshman year. Yeah. So maybe it's that.
This is where we find out Grace has been thankfully up this whole time.
man, I hope that's
King Glory hops the 20th.
Yeah, some weird storybook I read. Yeah, I mean, Bella, the deal thing, when there's absolutely no evidence, appreciated. Certainly not enough to change my mind that at least for the time being, I don't have any reason to trust him. Either. I don't know. But I guess your line of questioning about the deal makes me think that you think there's what I can trust. No, as long as we're on the same page. Well, perhaps we can do that. Perhaps you and Delia can do that. Nice. You're not volunteer to go to his. Or did you not volunteer to sneak into his room? Grace?
I volunteered to distract him while y'all did that. Okay?
No.
That's not me. Yeah.
And by what way we distract you offered him while at your own blood?
Someone should make you. Someone should make you go with your ear.
Guys, I know.
Did you know that they were taking what they were tonight?
I was the one who did that.
Cordelia, I'm going to say that you immediately blush in that moment. Make a deception check.
Can I get for guidance?
Raylo, make an insight check. Okay, DC's 18. You believe it was really just a work thing.
We just got you guys working together again. Yeah, I can lock pick.
Think of me like getting like
100%. Roll a d8 for me, Ian.
I'm sorry, you said Xander and Tane are double?
What are you willing to take? You get 5 vials of blood.
I'm like I'm getting to that. I didn't know when you
He picks up like a spleen and just squeezes it. Okay. Not the Arizonis. There's a passed out cultist. Okay. The long intestine is over a mile long.
Do you guys want me to have a meeting to see if we can this stuff? I don't think that they'll see me. I'll use the boots of spite. You're gonna be
my head outside if there was nothing and nobody. Nothing there. I don't think I just if Daniel's the kind of did more to this do this. I gotta go. She didn't give him. We're supposed to go back to him. Yeah. I feel like the surprise was what people do.
Can I just pull up my phone then and like call campus security? Just like give them where we are. Josie would.
Hi, thank you for calling campus security. How can I help you?
Hey, I got a dead teacher in the old. What campus are we on? The old Prismari campus theater.
A dead teacher?
Yeah, can you get here quick?
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Lily Bateman. Gotta go. And I'm running up.
No, wait, Lily, stay there.
Hey, we should bounce if we don't want to be here, or
Milo, are you satisfied?
And with that, that is where we're going to end tonight.
So you two are gonna go on the date, and then the rest of us are gonna break it together to the boys' rooms.
Perfect. We will resolve all of this next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. All right. Have a good night, guys.